Hello, my name is April and welcome to the 5-minute grant making sessions, a dive into the NSF PAPPG. The NSF Proposal and Award Policies and Procedures Guide, commonly known as the PAPPG, is the main document that you will use when proposing to the NSF. When you click in the main link, it will give you two possible formats to navigate the PAPPG. One is HTML and one is PDF. If you are on a computer, I highly recommend using the HTML version because that version offers you links to every section of the document and navigation is a lot faster. So I clicked in the HTML version, and a good place to start, we're going to look into some tips and tricks and how to navigate this. And a good place to start is literally the table of contents. So when we click on the table of contents, the cool thing here about the HTML version is that it shows us links to the entirety of the PAPPG. As you can see, there's a lot. I'm scrolling and it never ends. But this is great because it's all in one page. So in one scroll, I can go directly to any section of the PAPPG that I need. Another function that is very important to remember to use when navigating the PAPPG is the find function. In a PC, you will likely use the keyboard Control F. In Mac, it's Command F, and it will open a little window here on the right, for example. And let's just say we're looking for indirect costs. Maybe they have something. There we go. So indirect, and now it has information on indirect costs. I'm looking for example, formatting. I can click format, and there I go. It might show us information. If I give a little space, it might take us to format of the proposal, as you can see. So the Control F, the find function, is a great little tip that it's really easy to forget. Another really interesting thing about the PAPPG, about this navigation, is that the NSF has some special categories of proposals. These are actually not described in the solicitation, but described in the PAPPG itself. And we'll find those, for example, here in special other types of proposals. There we go. So here, other types of proposals, I'm going to highlight. So other types of proposals, you'll find instructions for those here in the PAPPG. So for example, rapid, eager, raise, these are typically in a rolling basis, or sometimes they'll put out a call for proposals that you'll submit through these solicitations, and then you can, through these instructions, and then you can find details here in the PAPPG as well. And again, even after you link into the actual section, you can continue using the find function. It's pretty easy to navigate, and it's pretty straightforward. And it will have very useful information. A lot of things are, in a way, common, but in many cases we get common questions that we get is, how do I write a postdoc research mentoring plan, for example? So PAPPG has a section about that, and we can read what they say. Each proposal requests funding, blah, 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 blah. Examples of mentoring include but not limited to, and it gives you some guidance into that. So it's really interesting to become very familiar with the PAPPG if you are submitting to the NSF. It's actually, I would even say, probably a mandatory step for anyone submitting to the NSF. It has all the information you need. It's worth spending half an hour, or even, as you go, hopping into the NSF, the PAPPG, to complete your proposal and make sure that you're complying with all the details. The NSF is very strict. They are considered the golden standard of grant proposals structure because of how they create all of these resources to support the proposers, and so they are actually entitled to expect high quality proposals from everyone submitting, because they are offering all these resources for us that are submitting proposals. So I hope that this encourages you to jump into the NSF PAPPG and click around and navigate through that document using the Control F function and become familiar with it. This is as much as we can do in a 5-minute video, and if you have any questions, just please contact us. This is it for this video, and I'll see you in the next video.